Alright, Taco Bell. You done decided that you had to poke a sleeping bear, didn't you? Had to take my Mexican pizza away from me. You really thought that was a good idea, and now you're gonna come crawling back? Okay, I see how it is. So here it is, everybody. Mexican pizza version 2.0. We have a little conspiracy going. If anybody remembers Coke, New Coke, do you guys know why we went from the old Coke Classic to New Coke? Then it's like, oh no, now we're bringing back Coke Classic. Well, the difference was they changed the f***ing recipe. They changed the ingredients to go from sugar to corn syrup. And now, how long was it away? Not that long, but long enough to piss me off. How about that? There we are. How does that look compared to the classic Mexican pizza? Pretty close. It was always a mess, you know? Like, looking at it was never the point. It's just like having these neat little squares and just like the proportions of ingredients. And it used to be something I would order all the time, and now it's back. So I should be pleased, right? Well, we're about to find out. Because if I taste any differences, we're putting that on blast. And we are going to heavy grill this Mexican pizza, even though it's already been cooked. Okay, we're going to try this Sans sauce. And little cool to the touch. I came straight home. I wasn't expecting that. Okay. Normally a Mexican pizza would be kind of like hot and gooey and stuff, but the cheese here is obviously cooled down to the point where it's not stretchy anymore, at least. Alright. Just definitely, like, have the impression that's a lot thinner than it used to be. Is that right? Does anybody else have that experience? Did yours come to you, like, kind of paper plate thickness? Something's up. Something's up here. The only things inside of here should be like refried beans and some of that dodgy Taco Bell meat. And they're here, but it's like, it's almost like a really thin coating of either one of them. And it definitely helps the tortillas shine and maybe some of the other toppings. But yeah, like, look at that, right? If you pulled this out of the box of a normal Mexican pizza, I mean, that thing would be like drippy and kind of bending inward. It doesn't do that now. Like, the tensile nature of the bottom tortilla or whatever, that wouldn't have the strength to hold up all the ingredients inside on the old model. This one does. Probably because they're skimping. Is that what it is? Is that what you did, Taco Bell? Are you skimping on me now? I don't hate it, but I can definitely tell it's a different animal than the one that I had not long ago. I can definitely taste that there is some kind of noticeable change in the ingredients, even if it's just by proportion. I think you're getting a lot less for your money here. Did you really get your money's worth for the original Mexican pizza? I mean, these ingredients are probably dirt cheap, right? I can't imagine another reason to slap these particular ingredients together to make this particular snack. But it comes together good. Yeah, like, I couldn't tell you that this would be the one that was a banger in my book, but it really is. Still like it, like I said. It's just, it's not the same thing. It's probably definitely less filling. Less calories here, but who knows? Maybe that's a good thing for me now. May notice a little extra crispiness in here, because maybe they didn't give you the filling all the way to the edge, too, right? So you get a little bit more of a crispy crunch out of that, but you are kind of missing out on real estate, aren't you? And maybe that goes the same for what's on the top, too. Or maybe it's just been so long since I had a Mexican pizza that whole time they were scaling back on ingredients. And now this is like the 20th variation after taking, one small bit at a time. I couldn't tell you. New Mexican pizza, 65% of the original, maybe? And then the rest of that is just quantity that you're losing. Because, I'm pretty convinced that's it now. They are just making sure that, every time you order a Mexican pizza, you're gonna walk away satisfied, but maybe with a little less of all of this, If it was the old style of Mexican pizza that I remember, and then they brought this out the next day, it would make people mad. So I could see that still being the case, that they were just trying to fudge, give people time to forget and fudge. So, you probably noticed me hammering home the quantity difference here, but I can't overstate how different everything is now that I've gotten more time to remember the experience of eating one of these things. The picture that I've been showing is the Wikipedia picture of the Mexican pizza, the way I remember it. It had some issues in staying together because it was coming apart awkwardly when it was cut, and stuff was falling off the top. It was just spilling over with goodness, so much that you'd need one of those cheap sporks that they have at Taco Bell. And they knew that, so they put one in the takeout bag with the Mexican pizza. So maybe the issue was one of the Mexican pizza being too structurally insecure to eat clean. But that's just too easy an excuse to make things cheaper on their end, if you ask me. It's just too much of a drastic cutback in ingredients to accept, especially looking at the pictures for the advertisements. I know these ad foods are usually exaggerated and prettied up, and everybody takes that as a given, and they shouldn't, but some places actually give you something close to the picture of the food that they're advertising. This is ridiculous. Just look at this. If you step in that, you're gonna lose a shoe in it. So I see you, Taco Bell. Pissed me off by taking this one off the menu, and now that I see it's gone through so many changes, it's like, I'll probably still get one or two in the future, but I'm probably gonna have to get two because this is not like quite a full version of what you sold me before. Still love what's going on here, just less of it to love. I still give a Mexican pizza 10 out of 10, whatever. It's trash food that doesn't deserve a 10 out of 10. No, Lofi, this doesn't deserve a 10. You don't need to show kindness to your abusers. It's okay to show negative emotions to negative circumstances. They took away your Mexican pizza and basically gave you 4 big nacho, 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 with a Lofi seal of approval, so I technically will still be buying this even though it's not a 5. But it comes from Taco Bell, and Taco Bell just has that Taco Bell taste that nobody else really can replicate, no matter how they try. So, yeah. Little disappointment, but I guess overall, even through the spite, maybe I'm a little happy that the Mexican pizza came back. Alright. See you guys next time. Thanks so much for tuning in.